would like to welcome all of you all to yet another exciting session of this conference, which is quite interesting and exciting to say. Uh, the company or Mr. Sudhir, who's joining us for this panel, he has some interesting innovation to share on direct cloud. So the session is enabling enterprises with innovative direct cloud. And to give you a quick introduction about Mr. Sudhir and Mr. Sanjay Singh, let me start off with Mr. Sudhir. Uh, Mr. Sudhir comes with 26 years of experience across the telecom, FMCG, retail, and ITC sectors. He is currently the country director at DECIX Interwire, and he leads the company's operations in India and SAARC region. In the past, he has worked with organizations such as City Technologies, Tata Communications, Bharti Airtel, where he has handled diversified portfolios across businesses, operations, marketing, and sales. According to Mr. Kundir, the digital triangle of 5G, AI, and IoT will be critical drivers of digitization and edge interconnection. He believes that with increased IoT deployments, two factors are coming into focus. So, on this note, I welcome Mr. Sudhir. Thank you for joining us for this exciting panel discussion or fireside chat on direct cloud solutions. And now to give a quick introduction about Mr. Sanjay Kumar. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Singh has 22 years of experience across telecom sector. He has currently he is currently working as senior deputy general manager at the Power Grid India and has handled diversified portfolios across network operation, business development, etc. Mr. Sanjay, thank you so much for joining us. It's absolute pleasure having you here with us.
Thank you, Mr. Tarun.
So, Mr. Sudhir, over to you.
Thank you, Tarun, and thanks for your team to get this awesome event organized at this stage where all of us are riding through tough times, and to be able to let the wider industry know how we can help and support the industry in getting things done when they are required the most. So I would probably start off by asking Sanjay ji. Power Grid has been a part of our interconnection platform for greater than 8 odd years now, since 2017. So could you please share your experience with DKIX to start off with?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Sudhir. We are connected DKIX around 2017. So that is true, and we are like it was very good during the pandemic time, and it shows as very the importance for the connectivity. Team was very supportive that time and very friendly, and it was very hassle-free boarding. And not only that, DKIX we are connected with direct cloud service as well in India. Right. Thank you. That was our feedback. Yeah.
So I would, I would let you know a little bit about the direct cloud that you mentioned right now. And we launched direct cloud in 2020, and in India, that is, after a successful 4.5 years of running this in Germany and all other places across the globe. We thought that it is about time that we should bring this world-class service to India. Currently, we have Microsoft Azure, AWS, Google, through a single access port. As a result of which, the enterprises spanning across SME, SMB, mid-market, and the true enterprise in their own strengths are able to have a hassle-free single point of contact from where they are able to connectivity. Even multi-connect is possible through direct cloud, because if you are into test and dev, typically you would require an AWS and an Azure, and all that you need to do is to help us with the service key, and we would be in a position to provision for an additional SD-WAN on which we will be able to apportion the second part of the leg. So typically, if you see, it enables you as a service provider to have a very potent offering to your customers. So how has your experience been, sir, with NTPC, if I can ask you? And how long have NTPC been a customer for you? So your mic is off, I think. Can't hear you.
Hi, Mr. Sudhir. I would request. Okay, Mr.
Is it okay? Hello.
Now we can hear you, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I think it was
We can hear you.
the connectivity was bad actually. It was on only. Yeah. So yeah,
No.
I was saying the NTPC is one of the case where it is a very prestige for us. NTPC is a very big name in the industry as such, as an enterprise, and they connected us. They asked us to connect through this DECIX for connectivity, and they appreciated very good support given during that pandemic time, and very quickly we could do it. So that thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. Plan to replicate the success of onboarding that you got for Power Grid amongst your other customers as well. Would you like to throw some light on that?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We had some opportunity with other customer. I cannot name. I mean, right now the NTPC one or such that, and so that's good. And we would like to know a little more. In fact, what else you are offering in cloud services and all that, so that we can enable more services on that.
Sure. So if I can tell you, currently Direct Cloud is available across all the 8 data centers here in Mumbai. And since all our data centers are interconnected amongst each other, so that's not a problem where the customer would want to get connected, because we are omnipresent in all these 8 data centers. While we do that, we are also working assiduously to ensure that we have Delhi, Calcutta, and Chennai also on the same platform, so that we are able to have these services availed in those geographies as well. Till then, as you would always know, the enterprises would be happy to be dealing with Mumbai, which actually is now number one in terms of connected customers in the APAC region, with about 29 countries and 148 exchanges all put together. So with that, we would like to assure you that we are working at breakneck speed to ensure that the same services of Direct Cloud are available across the other 3 metros where we are present very soon.
Okay. Thank you. So I have one specific question, if you can answer. I mean, what are the benefit any enterprise can get from your maps? I just wanted to know a little more on that. MAPs.
Yes. So Microsoft Azure peering services is something that we are on the brink of actually offering as of now. Should be there within a period of about 45 to 60 days. And while we talk about maps, the beauty of the offering is that it would be available through the same access port through which currently our customers are able to avail Direct Cloud, the Internet Exchange service, and then the maps across one single access port. So what would that mean for an enterprise? Whether it is infrastructure as a service, whether it is software as a service, or whether it is platform as a service, anything and everything to do with that offering from that provider. The main issue today is to have a secure, resilient, robust, dependable, and safe network which countervenes the internet today, which is, however good your provider is, ultimately it's going to be a best effort basis. And while it sounds very, very simplistic, if I have to take just about 2 minutes to give you an understanding as to what is it that it actually means for them. Today, any mid-level organization with a 100 desktop laptop bearing workforce would have Office 365, and having 50 emails per workstation or laptop on a daily basis with 25 working days, and translate that into an annualized form, you're looking at a workload of about 15,60,000 emails. When this kind of colossal workload is on the front, there is a lot of back-end refresh and stuff that happens, which will also be based on their current internet. All this typically gets seamlessly moved in MAPS service, where they will find better resilience, better turnaround.
Yeah, you can continue now. I think you are live now. Yeah.
I thought that there was a glitch in connectivity, and that's why I wanted to check. So currently, also the direct cloud service typically would help majority of the organizations, because as we know, the Indian cloud ecosystem, about 92% of the market is covered today by virtue of having these 4 large providers on board. And one of the most important things that I would like to draw your attention also, just like in case of NTPC, where we had pre-sales, sales discussion, and a closure and implementation within 7 working days, which was extremely significant when we used this example with a very large B2C organization, which went in for 10 gigs of Microsoft Azure for their own consumption. And this was typically given the fact that a large, they're number 5 on the roles, if you look at them in terms of scale, coming on board and getting a 9-day turnaround time, just like you had a 7-day turnaround time. And when I discussed this with one of the large providers who we onboarded from a cloud company, let me name them Oracle, they were pleasantly surprised that in an ecosystem whereby it generally takes about 8 weeks plus, when the sales organization goes and checks the feasibility and ensures that they are able to go back with the solution to the customer, saying that this is the turnaround time that I'm going to take, which typically leads to a barrier when it comes to closure. At that stage, when somebody comes and says confidently that upper max, we will be able to give you the entire end-to-end life cycle of the discussion within a span of 2 weeks upper max, it changes the whole ball game altogether for them. And very soon you'll see us having a pan-India session with one of those solutioning team in that cloud company to ensure that they are able to popularize this, just as you will be able to do that with your customers, as you rightly mentioned. And I think one of your sales team members has reached out to my team, and we are looking at about some 200 meg. 200 meg of again Microsoft Azure for one of the companies, which for obvious reasons we would not want to name in an open forum, but that actually gives us confidence that we are here to serve the enterprises in a time which is very trying. And just as everybody is going to look for better efficiencies, we are here to serve the Indian enterprises in the right fashion.
Thank you, Mr. Sudhir. Anything else? Because I'm okay with your response given, and thank you.
Right, sir. So I would also like to, just throw a little bit of light on the responses that we've overall received from a gamut of customers, whether it is the mid-market, whether it is the higher enterprises. The response has been overwhelming. And if you see, as I rightly told you some time back, the cloud adoption here today, what would have happened typically 5 years down under normal circumstances, due to the last tough 1.5 years or so, we've been seeing a spurt in adoption, and any CIO, CXO that I speak offline or otherwise eventually tells me that they went back to the drawing board and all their on-prem investments have now moved strategically towards cloud. And when somebody is actually wanting to do this across the stage, whether it is a large enterprise or whether it is the mid-market or the smaller organizations, I mean, Indian startup is booming, to have our kind of a service where we will be able to offer everything under the same roof, cutting across service providers, cutting across multi-service provisioning, or for that matter, helping them move their non-enterprise class applications and non-enterprise class bandwidth consumption also from the traditional telco bandwidth to the internet platform that we give them on an exchange, actually helps them save a lot of capex, which then can be strategically invested onto cloud acceleration and have a robust workable mechanism for their teams and their organization as well.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. And thank you for your detailed understanding.
Thanks a lot, sir. It has been a pleasure doing business with you, and we look forward to serving you and your
sure.
with best class services.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Right.
A big thanks to both you gentlemen for giving us such a wonderful presentation on Direct Cloud, or such a wonderful discussion on Direct Cloud. Mr. Sudhir, for me personally, Direct Cloud solution definitely seems like something really exciting, which can enable a lot of companies to kind of hit the highway of speed, like you rightly say in most of the calls that we've had in the past. So yes, the technology definitely seems very exciting. On this note, I would like to thank both of you for joining us. And with this, we end the current session. And please do join us for the next session.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Tarun.
Thank you very much.
Right.